Some viewers may find the following topic disturbing. Viewers' discretion is advised. There's also like the story regarding the toilet where this one's gonna be like, there's gonna be a warning sign for this YouTube video where it's gonna be disturbing, okay, when it comes to relate to a topic of shit. So yeah, I'm not sure how many schools have this experience, but like, you don't feel comfortable or you don't feel secure taking a dump in school. It's not just my school in particular. All the schools in my country, we all know the fear and the risk of taking a dump in school. Not because of taking a dump, but because of the uncomfortable hassle you have to deal with when there's those irritating students knocking and banging on your door. It's like, hey, you taking a shit, huh? You taking a shit? And you're like, you don't know if the door would be broken because they're all plastic doors. They're not sturdy, right? And you're just thinking, shit, are they gonna like, I don't want them to see me half naked. I don't want to deal with this. So we all knew the risk of taking a dump in school because we know there's assholes like that in school. Happens all the time, alright? If you want to take a dump, it's a risk you have to take. You have to, you may or may not encounter these people, but you know, and everyone knows, they might experience this. So there was one time where I needed to use the restroom, but thankfully it was after school. Because like after school there's like sports and whatever, and like most of the students don't even stay back for sports anyway, so like 70% or like 80% of the students went back home. So the 20% left there, like, yeah, they just be playing sports. So that's usually the time when no one uses the restroom. And I went in because I couldn't hold it in anymore. I was like, you know what? I know there's a risk, but 80% of, the students are not there. So only 20% is left. And I know that people don't use the restroom much after school. So I took a dump. And I don't know what I ate, but I managed to make a dump that's upright. Standing upright. The best thing I could think of to give you an imagination is that it's a monument from Civilization 5. Except this one doesn't give you culture. And I took a dump and I flushed and I didn't even look back. I just flushed, walked out and just went back home after that. And the next day, it was before assembly. And I went to the restroom and I saw it standing there. And I'm like, it's still at the same spot. It's not moved, but it's still standing. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I flushed. But I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna go in there and flush because people would think like, why would this guy go into a random cubicle or a random, stall and just start flushing the, why does he have this sense of responsibility? I didn't want them to know it was mine. So I just, move on my way and just ignored it. Comes recess time. Everyone was like, hey, you saw that shit? You saw that shit in that stall number, something? It was standing upright. And I was like, it was my group of friends too. And I'm like, oh my lord, I'm not gonna admit. I was like, yeah, I saw that too, Like, goddamn, it was standing upright. It was weird as hell. And like, no one flushed it either. Like, the cleaners, I don't know. Usually there's toilet cleaners, but they weren't clean by that time. It was like after school that when I use the restroom, it's still there. Mind you, our toilets aren't the ones with seats on them. Our toilets are the ones where you have to squat on them. We don't have the luxury to get a full toilet with seats, okay? We just squat there and do our business, move on. And it was still there. It's not weird to see things like that in my school, but it is, a topic that something like a shit was standing upright, alright? That's newsworthy in my school, okay? And I didn't tell anyone at all. The only one who knew was my mate. And this wasn't, this wasn't back then. This was like recently. I was talking to my mate. It's like, hey, remember that upright shit? And it's like, oh yeah, goddamn, I wonder what that fella ate. Like it was standing upright, and like it was a topic. It was an event that people could remember after graduating high school, and I was like, yeah, I only admitted, and I only confessed to my mate about it, and it's like, yeah, that was me, and that was like the whole timeline that happened, and no one else knew except for my mate. So yeah,